So my name is Gertrude Hughes. I am a retired professor at Wesleyan University, where I taught English language and gender studies. That's Wesleyan University in Connecticut. My chance to see this beautiful Dvorak Eurythmy performance came when I was going to the University of Michigan, where I sometimes go for conferences, and that conference had this as something you could go and see. So I, as a person who loves eurythmy, who loved doing it myself as a small child, and a not so small child in the Rudolf Steiner School in New York where I was growing up, and I who do it whenever I can at a conference or some other place where it's being taught just for an afternoon or so, that was a chance to see something I had never thought I would see ever in my life. A Dvorak symphony, the Dvorak symphony in this case, with the American tunes in it, as one could say, with an American troupe. Beautiful colors, perfect dancing. One does not apparently call it dancing. Perfect movement, and it really is even more than dance. It is movement in every sense of movement. So I loved it, and I was so astonished that we could get to see it, because the next thing that was going to happen was it was going to quite a tour, and I would not be able to see it, not even in New York, because it would happen that I wouldn't be there then. So I saw it here at the University of Michigan, and it was a delight. I'm so happy to have a chance to talk about eurythmy and this wonderful symphony or auditorium performance with a beautiful orchestra. I had no idea I would ever see eurythmy in such a, I won't say luscious and festive as well as deeply difficult form, because ordinarily one does not see eurythmy, at least not in the United States, with an orchestra. So this was a grand possibility for those of us who, like me, had been doing eurythmy as a child in the Rudolf Steiner School, and every time I get a chance to do it as a grown-up, as the thing that you do at a conference for anthroposophical people or other people, I always sign up for eurythmy. So to see these people, some of whom I actually know quite well, perform like angels, couldn't be more like anything than an angel, as though they had no feet, and yet we know they have feet, and you don't feel that they're clunking or hurting themselves, which they surely do, but you don't. It's more unlikely than ballet is. It's more like a new pretension, not a pretension, that's the wrong word. It's more like a performance that lifts not just us, as I was saying earlier before we started talking to each other. It lifts you to look at this performance, and it lifted me to hear the music and to see the beauty of that movement. It is a movement that is much more, it's more than beauty. It contains a kind of truth and even a kind of goodness that is possible in the world in its offering. It's a kind of movement that offers to the audience, and all that with this gorgeous symphony. It's one of the most beautiful music, especially for Americans to hear from a Russian source. It couldn't have been a better choice to do eurythmy with an orchestra than the Dvorak Symphony is. And I don't think there could be better, there probably are, but have never seen better, better eurythmy work than this work. It's the best I've seen in a long life, as you can see.